MGT, what it do? It's your boy Moody, Starr, and I'm back again with another video. If you new, you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I like to highlight current events and talk about my spiritual walk here in this matrix. So first of all, I gotta say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within, being high vibrational. Here at MGT, that's what we do, dog. We work on ourselves every single day. Bro, when we are practicing semen retention, dog, we don't have to worry about depression at all, okay? A lot of the problems that we have ran into before, them shits is completely eliminated, you feel me? I can't remember the last time I was actually depressed, like actually depressed. Now, I probably had some feelings of like being down and shit because like I said, if you're on this journey, it's gonna be some times when you feel like you're the only one on this goddamn journey. Like you will literally feel alone, but that's the time to create. But as far as just practicing this as a lifestyle, bro, you completely eliminate all that extra bullshit that we used to deal with in the past. Now think about, how does depression tie into, like everything as far as like, watching porn and this, that, and all, and the other, right? When you think about this shit for a second, bro, a lot of this shit is deep as fuck. A lot of this shit happens. I had to put it like this, dog. Let me put myself on blast because I like to do that. You feel me? Put myself on the cross. A lot of the actions that I took in the past, it was literally because I felt like I wasn't good enough for a lot of these females that I thought that I was attracted to. A lot of these females, especially, I was raised in South Florida, so you feel me? I kind of had it bad because a lot of the chicks out there are super, super bougie. So you gotta have thick ass skin to like fuck with these bitches, right? But a lot of the chicks in my past, right? Like down to like even looking at my ex, my first two exes, or I say my first three girlfriends when I was young, I ain't know shit. Every girl that I was with got better and better. Like they looked better and better, you feel me? All of them was still toxic as hell, and that's the reason why like I ain't with them now. But they started to look better and better, right? I got to that age of like being, I think 18, 19 years old. And the ex that I was with was the model chick. She was from Britain. She was from Britain, but she was like Dominican or some shit. It was a crazy combination. After I was dealing with her, she basically cheated on me, long story short, and with another nigga that probably had like a little bit more money than me. And then it's so funny, that nigga later on like fucking kicked her to the curb because that nigga seen what she did to me. And that's another thing, bro. Like these bitches, bro, they really at a young age they're doing this shit. You feel me? I think she was, if I was like 19, I think I was like 19 or 20. She was like 18, 19. So she was already, I told you, females already be on the ball already, right? So after that, I basically was single for like 7 years, my nigga. And I guess the options that I was attracting, it wasn't to her fucking standard. I'm like, yo, I feel like if I'm finna level up in life, man, I can't have a bitch that don't look better than a fucking 9. You know what I'm saying? So I basically started to live in my head and I started to think like, damn, I don't think I'm good enough. You know what I'm saying? And now like porn, as far as like me using porn, bro, it was like definitely it was like a coping mechanism, but it was literally because I was depressed. I was literally depressed. I was literally too focused in my fucking phone, worried about which chick I'm finna like match with, who I'm trying to link up with. And because it wasn't happening to me, or it wasn't happening at that time, I was like, damn, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna watch porn. And nobody cares about me. But in doing that, my depression, like, it's like I kept on pushing myself lower and lower and lower. Fuck spiraling out of control, going down. You spiral down, and then now once you get into a depressive state, or like a state of being depressed, that shit is very devastating now, because like it's your thoughts that's telling you, oh, well, try to get this. Oh, you're not getting no attention. Whatever, make the attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something, right? But in doing something, I got to a point where I just kept on draining my energy. And I was just like, bro, in real life, when I was going out and trying to, have a social life, This shit just wasn't working for me, bro. I didn't even know how to talk to people like in real life. I'm talking about in face to face. I didn't even know what the fuck to say, man. I mean, my life was literally in fucking shambles. Even though at the time I stayed with my parents and shit, they were well off. But me as a man in my early 20s, that's when I was struggling the most. You feel me? Because like I said, life hit me in the face and it was like, you have to get your shit together. Like literally, you have to get your shit together. So it took me literally all of my 20s just to kind of battle my depression with trying to, just live up to being the guy that, like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like most females would be attracted to or will want to fuck with. So literally after like pretty much last year, once I basically moved to Central Florida, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm in a different type of space, different type of energy. Let me legitimately try to retain my energy because I always heard about semen retention. I just didn't know how real it was, you know? So I was like, let me try that shit. And when I started it, bro, at first it was rough. But towards like the middle, as far as just with my channel and everything, bro, I started to realize like, damn, I'm not doing this shit alone. Like, I'm not just doing it, like, as far as like, my videos and shit. Like, I'm not just doing this shit. Like, I actually am cultivating my extra life force energy. I don't have time to worry about what bitches attracted to me because I'm focused on myself. You know what I mean? You have to create yourself. You have to create a world where you will be successful. Because if you don't at least plan to try to create your like atmosphere, like, bro, you will always be in the same kind of stuff that you was doing before. How did I get out of my depression? Literally, I practiced semen retention. Cause the source of my depression was the fact that I couldn't get the type of pussy that I wanted to get. Let's just be honest. My depression was the fact that I didn't have the money, I didn't have the car. So because I didn't have none of this shit, my only thing was watching porn and basically just draining my energy over and over again. And then maybe let's say one of my boys and this I'm telling you, this all happened to me. I know this probably happened to some of y'all, but this shit happened to me. I remember when I was in Miami, one of my boys would always hit me up, yo, let's slide, let's go. And I'll be like, bro, I ain't got no bread. I'm trying to get my life together. Oh, it don't matter, whatever. At the time when I would go out with him, bro, and we'll go to like different spots and shit, man, it made me a little bit more depressed, dog, because it's like, damn, this is real life. Like, people are out living their lives and doing shit, and I'm just like, bro, my pockets is empty. I'm only here off the strength of my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Just because he knew people and everything, bro, it's like I had that experience. I was in Club Live, you feel me? Imagine going into Club Live and it's probably about 300 people in there. And out of 300 people in there, you, your homeboy, and maybe 5 other guys is in that building. Nigga, when I was in Club Live, bro, I ain't never see so many bad bitches in one spot in my life, nigga. Like, I ain't never see that shit, right? So I know what the life is like. And mind you, these bitches were attracted to me, but I didn't have the confidence. I wasn't, bro, I was watching porn. I can't remember the last time I was getting like genuine put. And I know, pay me to, no, like genuine pussy. I couldn't remember the last time I actually had a female who genuinely liked me and wanted to, you know what I'm saying, respectfully. So having those little experiences of the Miami lifestyle, and then coming back home to like absolutely nothing, you know what I'm saying? Not having no money, not having no car, or even when you living with your parents, it's like, you gotta be like, yeah, man, out in the street, it's like, yeah, I'm Al, I'm Moody, Starr, you feel me? That's what I do. Nigga, as soon as I get to my parents' crib, hey, mom, how you doing? Hey, dad, how you doing? Okay, yeah, I'm going to sleep. Yeah, I'm just, all right, good night. Yeah, it's like I had to, that shit was mind-boggling for me because I'm like, I would be confused as fuck. I'm going to sleep. But yet I had that experience with the Miami lifestyle with these bitches, because I'm telling you, like, that shit is out there. And I know I'm kind of burning off topic, but I'm going to tie this shit all back in. So, yeah, I'm there and I'm like, I'm confused. I don't even want to go out no more. I don't want to see none of this shit. I don't want to go out. If I don't have my own shit, You know what I'm saying? If I'm not cultivating my energy and actually building something for myself, I don't want to be a part of that lifestyle, bro. You feel me? Because I'm half stepping it. And then it put me into a point where I almost started to depend on the fact that he would hit me up. Because like I said, I got the energy, I got the swag, I know how to get at bitches, all that shit. But I just didn't have the physical, not even the physical proof, but I didn't have the physical things that I need as a man just to operate regularly. A fucking house, a goddamn car, consistent income. You know what I mean? So because I didn't have that, and because randomly he'll hit me up, I'll just wait to get lucky. That's how like the one night stand started to be. You feel me? My having those type of experiences, because it's like, why would I be having a one night stand if my life isn't together? But then when you really think about it, those one night stands is like taking you away from your current reality of not having quote unquote what you want. So you fuck around and you go out, do what you do, you come back. It's just like now you're idle. Now we're in idle time. You feel me? Now we're really in the devil's playground. You know what I mean? And I was in that motherfucker for a long ass time. It took me all of my 20s to realize, like, you know what? This ain't it. I got to get away. I have at least two. And mind you, I'm not running away from my problems. I just understood. I understood the area that I was in. Niggas in Miami, or people that I grew up with, it's hard for them to see like that trap. You know what I'm saying? The social norm trap. It's hard for them to see that like, yo, you're caught up in like a lifestyle that you can't even control no more. You know what I'm saying? Different demonic entities is picking you up and body snatching you left to right, and you just going from place to place, hopping from place to place, motherfuckers feeding off of you or you feeding off of them. You're becoming the incubus or the succubus. You know what I mean? It get crazy living in that lifestyle. So I knew, I seen all this shit happen. I'm like, damn. All right, low vibrational lifestyle. What is the ceiling or where, you feel me? Like, even if I was out trying to get some pussy or trying to find the next bitch, I literally start to ask, what is the purpose? Why am I doing this shit? And I was only doing it because I didn't have what I want. So I waited to get lucky. You know what I mean? No cap. Like, that's exactly what happened, bro. So I said, I want my shit this time. You know what I'm saying? I had to look at my life and I look at my situation, and even with my depression, because I was depressed for a long ass time. Imagine being 28, 29 years old, living with your parents, going through mental health issues on top of that, and not being able to take care of yourself as a man. You know what I mean? That's just depressing as fuck. And I was in a very, very dark place. When I say fuck the one night stands, like, my nigga, I was doing everything, bitch. It was hard for me to go a day without watching porn and masturbating. That's how bad that shit was, okay? It was really, really bad. So I understood that, like, okay, at least I have a problem. You know, at least I know I have an issue. This is like a clear issue for me. I'm not solving my problems just by coping with the fact that I can't get the type of bitch that I want. You know what I'm saying? If anything, that's just, first of all, I'm losing brain power just by watching shit happen like that, because it's like I said, you don't feel like you're good enough, you're gonna watch somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It gets to a point where, for me, I was like, you know what, fuck all this bullshit, because you're gonna get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Just straight up. You're either gonna like, I would say, okay, I want to word this carefully, dog. As far as dealing with depression goes, I think the main reason why a lot of people are depressed, like I said, is because they just don't feel like they're good enough and they don't have enough. And then because if once you feel that way, it's like now you are a slave to whatever is thrown at you. Now you're just being lucky. You know what I'm saying? Just like what I said earlier. This is why I say practice semen retention, and this is why I say develop an atmosphere where you can thrive. Even if you got to get away from your homeboys, do that, because like I said, some of your homeboys may not understand the type of journey and the path that you're on. You know what I mean? Like, everything will come full circle. I promise you that. And shit is starting to happen for me, as far as just me retaining my energy and me like looking at like some of the habits that I had before, and just like, yo, looking at the growth. You feel me? Like I'm not the same person no more. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't want to keep this video too long, but yo, MGT, we in the building, bro. Let's practice the seed retention shit, and let's literally set ourselves up for success. Let's battle the fact that like all the social norms saying like, oh, guys got to do this, guys got to do that. Fuck all that shit, bro. Go within, listen to your intuition, vibrate at a high vibrational rate. You'll attract the women that you really want, and you'll also attract the situations that you want too. You get what I'm saying? And then you don't have to worry about trying to prove yourself to the world. You feel me? You should only just be proving yourself to yourself. Straight up. The fact that you woke up this morning and you decided to say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do something better in my life. You know, I'm not going to fall to some of the things that I've been doing because, again, literally depression hides itself in different things. It could be the usage of marijuana. It could be usage of porn. It could be a usage of a female, an ex that you've been supposed to leave alone, but you still fucking with. You feel me? Straight up. But really think about that shit. And yeah, make sure you like, share, comment down below, bro. It's been your boy Moody Starr. I'm definitely see you guys on the next video. Peace.